It's more important the craftsmanship rather than the richness of the material.
We use red in a very careful way because we believe that it could be like a logo for us, more than the color.
Welcome to Backstage at Valentino, Spring-Summer 2013. We're at the Paris Women's Wear Collections and we are joined by Stefano Sassi, the Chief Executive of Valentino. Mr. Sassi, there's a kind of debate raging at the moment around luxury, given the recessionary climate, about whether brands should take themselves more upmarket, become more and more expensive and special, or try and become more accessible. You clearly have made a choice in the higher direction. Why is that?
Because it's working. I mean, despite the climate, the general climate within the world, even in China today, that is reducing a little bit the spending for luxury, Valentino is doing fantastic. I mean, September month we were ahead of last year 33%, and year to date we are 26% ahead of last year. So very happy. I mean, I think that in any case the trend for luxury, despite some fluctuation, will be great. Everybody believes, and we do believe, that luxury is growing and will grow in next year.
Is that growth coming mostly from Asia, or is it coming from around the world?
Around the world. I must admit that today China is giving a huge contribution, Asia in general is giving a huge contribution, but we are more than double digit in every region in the world.
So you do have a new owner, they are from Qatar. How big a chunk of your market does the Middle East represent, and what kind of a difference does it make having moved from a private equity owner like Primera to a private investment group?
Middle East is very important to us. I think that the brand is very, I mean, the brand aesthetic is very important for that region.
That's more elaborate, more luxurious, more special.
More special, more high-end. This kind of position, your absolute position, is definitely something that is important for the region and for Middle East in general. The second issue is that it's not just a matter of shareholder, it's a matter of development of the company too.
Do you think that the private equity horizon and the private equity way of thinking about a business is not so suited to luxury, actually?
Have a look at us. I mean, we were owned by a private equity company just in the middle of one of the worst financial crises, and despite that, the company was growing. I think that is short-term approach is not the best for luxury. This is for sure. At the same time, with the right people, if you have a good relationship, you can explain them the strategy and they follow you, you can overcome also the limits of a short-term perspective.
Now, there was a recent Ferrari because of Burberry's most recent results, which showed a notable slowdown in China. Is that something you've observed? And if not, why do you think Valentino is different?
Because I think that everything in China is evolving and very quickly, and the habits of consumers as well. I think that there is an evolution there, and likely people after looking for the status, looking for the certain kind of product. Now they are looking for something more exclusive. This is paying us. This year we are ahead of last year more than 45% in China. And this is good, likely because customers now they are looking for exclusivity. It's something that is a kind of life cycle that we've seen in many markets. First you start in a certain way for certain kind of consume, and then you move ahead in a different way. Now I think that Chinese customers are looking more and more for the exclusivity.
For us, it's very important the craftsmanship. That's our value. In any case, Valentino is a culture couture, and we try to translate that culture also in pret-à-porter.
To go in an effortless kind of beauty rather than the rich and celebration of couture. We think couture as a culture, not as a power of money.